Hi, good morning, everybody. We're going to continue on with solving equations from word problems. And this is what we were doing yesterday. We're probably going to do this for most of the week this week, just getting practice with that because we'll see it again when we solve systems. Most of the systems that you're going to be solving will be from word problems, so we're going to be looking at that. Says you bought a magazine for $5 and 4 erasers. You spent a total of $25. How much did each eraser cost? So I'm going to look. This is my question. I find out what I'm answering. The first thing I know is I'm going to answer how much did each eraser cost. I need to figure that out. Well, in order to do that, I have to have some information that they give me. And I look and I see, well, the first thing that they show me is that we bought a magazine for $5. We bought 4 erasers. And then we spent a total of $25. Or whoever this person was, spent a total of $25. So that is our problem, and that's the information that they've given us. So what I'm trying to find out is I'm trying to find out how much each eraser costs. That's what I don't know. So that's also going to be my variable. So I'm going to put E is equal to cost of eraser because that's what I'm solving for. So I use that. So then I look to see, okay, well, what can I use to solve that? What do they tell me? And I always look for like the end. I guess I start from the end and I see where we spent a total of 25. So if I spent a total of 25, I know that whatever I spent or whatever this person spent, in the end, if it was a total of 25, that means it equaled 25. So I'm going to go ahead and put that equals 25 because that's what their total was. And I'm going to check that off. Then I look and I see, okay, well, they spent, the first thing they say that they did is they spent $5. So I know that they spent 5. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put 5 right here because they bought that magazine. Then it says and. So I know and means plus 4 erasers. Well, I don't know how much erasers are, but I know that we said we're going to let E be the cost of that eraser. I bought 4 of them, so that's going to be 4 times the cost of an eraser because we have to pay that for each of the 4. So that's going to be plus 4E. And there's my equation. 5 plus 4E is equal to 25. The $5 for the magazine plus the $4 for the 4 erasers times whatever that cost is equal to the $25 that it was spent. And now it's just a little basic 2-step equation. So here's my variable. It's all tied up with 4, so I can't do anything with that 4 yet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of the 5. Oops, sorry about that. And I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Since it was a positive 5, to get rid of it, I subtract it. That's going to cancel, and it's going to leave me with 4E on this side. And then 25 minus 5 is going to give me 20. So I know that the 4 erasers equaled a total of $20 just on their own. And since I'm multiplying times 4, I'm going to divide by 4 to get rid of it. And my erasers are equal to $5 each. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to check it. I'm going to do 4 times 5, which would give me 20. Plus the $5 for the magazine would give me 25. That $5 works. So I'm going to write my answer. Erasers cost $5. And we're through with that problem. Okay? And let's go to the next one. Okay. It says Maria bought 7 boxes. A week later, half of all her boxes were destroyed in a fire. There are now only 22 boxes left. With how many did she start? So I know that this girl, she bought some boxes. A week later, unfortunately, there was a fire. Some of them were destroyed. Half of them were destroyed. She has 22 left. And we want to know how many she started with before she did anything, before the 7, before the fire, before anything. So that's going to be my question. This is what I know. I know that she bought 7 boxes. Then I know half the boxes were destroyed. And then I know she has 22 left. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to get my variable. Well, my variable, it wants to know how many did she start. Well, they're talking about boxes. How many boxes did you start with? So I'm going to do B is equal to boxes to start. And I guess I need to put an E in there. Okay. Then it says now there are only 22 left. So in the end, when everything is done, she has 22 left. So that means when everything is done, it equals 22. Okay? So then it tells me that she bought 7 boxes. So I know that if she bought 7 boxes, if you buy them, you're adding them. So I'm going to put 7, and that takes care of this. And it says a week later, half of all her boxes were destroyed. So all of her boxes would not just be that 7, it would be the boxes she started with plus that 7. So I'm going to do B plus 7. And I know that half is the same thing as dividing by 2. So that's going to be my equation. B plus 7, which would give me all of her boxes, divided by 2, which would be half of them, would leave her with those 22 boxes. And now I just need to solve my little 2-step equation. Well, B plus 7 is upstairs. You can't get upstairs until you go through downstairs. So we're going to have to get rid of this divided by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 on both sides. And I'm going to get B plus 7 equals 44. And then I have B plus 7, so now it's just a little 1 step. And I'm going to subtract 7. And that's going to cancel this out. I'm going to have to kind of go over here because I'm out of room. 44 minus 7 is 37. And I want to check it and make sure. So if I go back and I do 37 plus 7 is 44, divided by 2 would bring her back to those 22 boxes. So I would put, she started with 37 boxes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope everything's going okay during this mandatory shutdown. I hope you have plenty of everything that you need. I want to issue you a challenge that was issued to me. I'd like to issue you a challenge to try to do 5 acts of kindness this week, no matter what it may be. It may be helping your mom with some chores without her asking, doing something for a neighbor, it just may be anything that you can think of, helping a younger brother or sister with their homework while they're out of school also. Just anything that you can think of to make these days a little bit brighter. As for me today, I am going to go donate blood because they said that blood is going to be an issue and we're going to have a shortage of that. So that's going to be my act of kindness for today. I miss all of you. I pray that you're well. And hopefully all of this will be okay and we'll be back together again soon. I love you.